Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Gran Turismo 7, going to be building a car to go racing with, to complete some of the events that I haven't done yet. As you can see from my kind of level of money, I've played quite a bit of this game. I have been enjoying it quite a lot so far, I have to say. But yeah, there's some events I haven't done yet, and I figured it'd be fun to go and build a car for them, film it, and so on. So the events we're looking at are in Japan. I think both of them are. There are these Clubman Cup Plus events. So for this, we need to not exceed 550 performance points, cars on sport tyres, and that's kind of it has to start off as a road car or a professionally tuned car. So they're like the touring cars, like the MX-5 touring car, I think would count, and some of the like custom cars that you can buy from the showrooms count as well. Now, sadly, I can't use the Alpha 155 DTM car. It's cheating. So we're going to need to pick a vehicle and build a vehicle, and I have a whole slew of cars that has been unlocked and bought, etc. So this lot here are all cars that are compliant. Well, these are basically all road cars that I have, but this lot here is too fast. This lot down here, this lot here could be downgraded to a degree. Some of these are, that's be one of my kind of makeshift race cars, and that's got silly amounts of power, and so I'll basically cheese my way through some of the events in places. But we need to build something for this. Tundra, probably not going to work around Tsukuba, if I'm honest. I'm not sure about the Tundra for that. I'm not quite sure why some of them. I get why this lot's flashing. Oh, maybe because they're on the wrong tyres. Maybe they're on like comfort tyres or something. That could explain it, or dirt tyres or something along those lines. Now this lot here, we can forget about this lot down here probably. That could probably work with quite a lot of upgrading. Possibly. I am more looking around this sort of a level for a car that could work. BRZ could be good. M3 could work. That could actually be quite fun. The GRMN Toyota. Oh, what? Yeah, more power, but it is heavier. Mark 3 supercar. I'm tempted by that. Oh, what do we go for? What do we go for? Or do we? Actually, that's about the same weight as the Toyota. It does. I got 20. You know what? I'm going to go for something very different. I'm not going to change it. Actually, I guess I could have done because I can just back out. I'm going to build a 90s Japanese tuner car. And I admit that that's odd. That's not odd for everyone else. It's kind of a bit odd for me. I don't normally. We normally go for the crazy curveball. And, oh, that's not the thing we wanted. We wanted to change car. But I'm kind of tempted to go for the slightly more unusual option in all of this. So yeah, let's go for the 180SX. I've not driven it yet. I got it at some point. Let's go and see what we can do in terms of the build for this one. Right, so we will first of all start off with tyres. What do the Sports Soft do? So we've got to keep it under 550. Do I go for a medium? So the compounder tyres do matter. The hard tyres last longer but don't give you as much grip. Now, we're not worrying about tyre life for this event. It's only a 5-lap race. So I reckon medium is probably the way to go. It gives me a little bit more sort of performance points to play with. And because that gives us very little. Well, that's a very little. Yeah, I think they give us good grip but gives us a decent amount of performance points to play with. We'll go for some weight reduction. Is always a good shout. Weight reduction just makes a car better. It's just nicer to drive, better accelerating, better handling, all of those things. Let's go for a couple of stages of that. I'd like to get it under 1,000 kilos if we can. We could whack a big old turbo on it. We might come to whack a big old turbo on it. It's normally a good call. Get it to exactly 1,000 kilos. Let's do it. Something else we will do while I think about it. So, we can go into here. We can add a wide body kit to the car. They're not very extreme. It's only 10,000 credits. Let's do it! It gets expensive on some high-end cars. Yeah, let's go. Let's install a wide body kit on the car. I love the animation. It's hilarious. Yes, this is absolutely how it works. So, we've got a wide body kit on the vehicle. They're all fairly subtle. There's nothing crazy. Not that I've come across yet. There's no crazy extreme wide body kits. We are going to have to go and put it on some different wheels at this point. Game. That's fine. Oh, okay, I have to press back. Whoops. I think it's brand new, it's never been driven, so I don't need to worry about like an oil change or anything like that. Right, let's go and put some wheels on it so it looks less dopey. I think that's how we fix it. Not really messed around much with the wide body kit stuff before. There we go. Now some of this stuff does change the rating of the vehicle, but it doesn't actually tell you while you're doing it. I've built a car. God, what's ever... Actually, do they have different weights? Does it matter about weight in here? Don't know. Possibly. Yeah, I don't actually know. What if we go for these? Now, can we... So if we put that for the wide... rim width. Sure, let's just go wide. We can go for some bigger wheels. Sure. Let's maybe go... Let's not go too crazy. We'll go offset with the wide. Hopefully that should now... I should have spun the camera around. There we go. It looks a bit better. Looks a bit like a monster truck at the moment. We're going to have to get some lower suspension on it. We can do that, though. Right. I'm not going to worry. It can stay the colour that it is. Custom parts. We can get a sort of diffusery bit at the front. Sure. You can see, yeah, the rating is going up with this stuff. We'll get a side skirt on it. Oopsie. We will get a diffuser at the back. Yes, we'll get like a time attack diffuser. I feel like this is the way to go. And then a wing. So I like the wings on this one, because we can go for a custom wing. You can actually choose the height that you want. You can have a low wing, you can go for a high wing. It's not the most crazy extreme. You can change the end plate, though, to whatever style end plate you want. So if you want the sort of silly, it's like a bit like the crazy time attack style wings, you can do that. And go for a little bit more subtle, more normal kind of style end plates. Or you can have no end plate at all, if you so wish. We'll go for that type, sure. And this is going to... Okay, so that's going to drop us down. So I presume because that adds some drag, it does. It has actually quite a big changing on the rating of the vehicle. So there we go. You can also add these neat little touches. So you can go for bonnet pin, you can go for a tow hook if you want, or you can add a roll cage into the car if you so wish, which we will. We're making a kind of time attack car. You can also change the lights if you want to go for incredibly bright, hurt your eyes sort of lights. You can occasionally change the grills, and depends on the car. Different vehicles get different customization. It's decent enough, nothing crazy extreme, but you know, there's a bit of customization in there. Right, let us go back and then continue on. I think now it's just going to be shove power. Maybe brakes as well, actually. If we're going to Tsukuba, brakes probably not a bad idea. I'm doing all of this, and the event might actually be quite easy. I don't know, but I mean, it's fun. We'll take it. We'll take it sort of seriously. Let's go stick the car. Sport suspension. How much do we get? Height adjustable suspension. Do we? Sure. You know what? Let's go for some. We're gonna spend some money on all of this. Okay. Oh, let's go for a computer as well. Computer. Not that I don't think there'd be much you could do with a computer in a car from '96. I guess maybe just about start having some computer-controlled stuff. Let's go for the full-on racing exhaust. Let's make lots of noise. I think I'm gonna be a bit down on power. I might not have enough. Yeah, let's get some racing pads in the car. These are gonna take us. We're sure not going to have enough power. I think I've done the typical me thing of I've gone, let's make a handling car, and then I'm going to suck down the straights because we've gone too crazy on the old handling side of things. We're up to 255 horsepower now. Camshaft, we're gradually creeping up. Can't do that. Sports brake kit? No, that's going to jump us up too high. We have better versions of those already. That's going to jump us up too high. Oh, damn it, it's 0.7. No, wait, it's 0.7 over. But, because this is awesome. So we're up to 270 horsepower. It's okay. I don't know whether, does that, sometimes the diffs can drop the thing down. I don't quite know how it works. That'll climb it up. Brake balance controller. Yeah, there might be some stuff that I can use to cheese the power down. We're not going to spend 14.5 grand on that. What was I going to do? Yeah, LSD. No, but some cars I've seen that drop the rating. However, okay, so we're slightly over at the moment, but only by a tiny fraction. So I want to squeeze as much power out of the car as possible. Now, what this what we can do is to get the vehicle eligible for the event. If we go off to the garage, we go to car settings, here is all the incredibly complicated and actually very clever sort of car setup. Now, I bought the fancy computer for all of this, which means what I can do is I can drop a little bit of power. We can basically restrict the engine. You can, in fact, go crazy. You can drop it all the way down to 192 horsepower if you want, and that'll give the car a rating of 507. Now, we don't want to do that. We only want to lose a 0.61 or point whatever we were looking for. So, yeah, just a drop of 3 horsepower has put us down. It was worth putting that crankshaft in because it's given us more than that. So it all works. It all works for me. You can also do it with ballast. You can, if you want to go for, or you can go for more old school, like power restrictors in the car as well, as a way of altering the performance of the car, the rating of the car, so you can really fiddle around with the builds and so on, which I think is really, really neat. Very, very good system. So there we go. That is my car. My car is built. We should be all good now for this. Yeah. Let's go and see how it actually does in the races, because I don't really know. I do worry that it's going to be... So, we're going to go Tsukuba. I do worry we're going to not be good enough here. Against MR2s, there's an R33, that all-wheel drive machine might be a bit of a brute. We'll have to wait and see. I'm kind of nervous of this. Well, they're all the faff for building, and this is where I get just munched by the AI. What are we up against? Okay. They've got a 208 in here, there's an RX-7, there's an Evo. Now, I do, again, another thing I do like, all the cars you come up against here are modern. Is that a Beetle? Hold on. There's a Beetle race car! Oh, I love it. Like, all the cars are kind of modified, so you see them coming with custom body kits, you see them with sort of stickers that look like kind of entry-level race cars. I love the selection we've got going on here. Good on you. AI, you've been braver than I have. I've been very generic here. Let's see what happens. Right. We will hold the brake for this, and we will launch off. Now, we're not going to be as quick starting as the all-wheel drive cars, the Mercs, and in fact, everything is faster starting than I am. Admittedly, still getting used to a PlayStation controller to the point where I can take traction control off. It's taking a little while, if I'm honest, so we still run with a bit of traction control. Jeez, can I just go... all of the... oh no, wait, that was all the wrong way. All of the power modes. Don't mess around, I've never seen that button before. Probably because I've driven cars with the full computer. I was going to try and turn off traction control, and I'll turn it down, and I've got distracted in a million menus. Right, okay, traction control is down to... I need to set that sort of default, really, because in some of these slightly less powerful cars, the traction control's a little bit intrusive. We're going to bump a Mercedes, and it's going to stop us for this corner. All is fine. Right, let's go try to chase down a Beetle. That can only go well. The Merc is a bullet down this straight. We're quick enough. We're quicker than the Supra. But that Mercedes is gone. I'm going to guess it's a handful in the corners. It will be heavy compared to this Nissan. And Nissan's not bad, actually, around here. Okay, we probably didn't quite need to go to second. We're going to struggle just with a number of laps. So the start didn't help me here, because I found some buttons I hadn't seen before. First gear's not all we need. Oh, come on, Nissan. I'm going to try and be as brave as I can with this car. So this is one of the more difficult races as well that you can come up against. Whether this is the build to go for with this sort of car, I think all-wheel drive would probably be a good shout in some ways. We can just sort of punch off the corners with an all-wheel drive car, like that Merc, for example. It can just has the launch, the TT. There. I mean, I say that, and Beetle's leading the way from not sure what, and an NSX is up there. We will come down to the hairpin. I don't know if I want first gear. Really just struggle to get off that corner well enough. It's a big line of cars behind. We're not really holding them up behind us as such. And they're there. Not really doing all that much. We're going to run a little deep around the final corner. We're kind of just sat in 6th at the moment, and that's sort of all we got going on. We're miles off the Beetle's pace. That thing is phenomenally fast. Okay, we need to do some work. I laughed at the Beetle. I was wrong. I was wrong to laugh at the monstrous Beetle. That thing is ridiculous. I'd like to at least be able to overtake something in this race. I mean, yeah, we had a little bit of a messy start, well, but after that, we've just not had the pace. Just not had the pace at all, either in me or in the car, or a little bit of both, perhaps. Yeah, this is just not working. Now, maybe the way to go with this, because I've gone a little bit power mad. Well, power mad, but we dumped a lot of power. So maybe I would have been better off going with the soft tyres and sacrificing a lot of power. Because as Tsukuba, let's face it, you're constantly cornering. We can't outstrip the Merc, for example, that's going for 4th and has got it into this final corner. So yeah, maybe that would be the way to go here. Now there is another race which we're going to try. I was going to hoping I was going to be successful in these, but they are tough. That will revolve land a little bit more straight line speed, but I worry, well, you'll see it in a minute. Ooh, I worry that I might have got a car that's middle of the road. It's slightly too power focused for Tsukuba and not power focused enough for the high-speed ring, if I remembered correctly. Oh, back end really wanted to let go there. It's fine. Merc's holding up the Audi now a little bit. We were right here. We've only got one more lap. We might be able to make a move on the TT somewhere. If we don't get passed by the Supra. It's to the outside of the hairpin. It's ambitious. It's ambitious, and we're sliding a little bit too much. It was kind of worth a try. We'll duck back into the draft. Yeah, those top 3 are gone. They are absolutely out of here. The Audi's not got much straight line speed down here, but I'm not close enough. And this is a really difficult overtaking opportunity anyway. Why are you stopping mid-corner? No wonder the Merc got past you. Bloody hell. Now we're all out of shape, and we're going to have to go a very long way around. Down towards turn 1. We'll move across. Make sure certain TT can't have a sniff at the inside. Indeed it can't. We're up to 5th. We at least got an overtake going on, although the Audi's going to try and fight back here. We're going to have to defend quite heavily through here. Come on, Nissan. Come on, Nissan. No, we're not quite as good off these corners. There's an Audi alongside, but the Audi's going to have to go the long way around through here. It can't do it. Look at the little radar. That's how I know where it is. So I've got kind of quick glances at it. Very useful in the lower right-hand corner. We are clear of a TT, and we know it's not as fast down here, and it's not actually very good in the final corner. So if we can keep it all together, in fact, we pulled a little bit of a gap now. Bloody hell, those top 3 are very fast around here. I'm going to have to rethink my car, that's for sure. We are, yeah, better on this lap, but we are not going to be getting anywhere close to them, and I just feel like this car couldn't. But I certainly couldn't. I'm not going to find 3 seconds around there. I can find a bit of time, but I'm not going to find that much time. I mean, it's not a bad car to drive. We'll take a 5th place at the end of the day, but we're some 12 seconds down. Jesus, that Volkswagen's ridiculous. I love it. I love that it's, you know, a thing. I want one of those. How do I win one of those? Well, we got 12.5 grand. Nothing compared to the amount we spent on the car, but damn, that is a tough race. So I'm just going to watch the Beetle. So the Audi actually had a really good spot on the grid. It just plummeted down the order. I guess the Beetle is light. So, I mean, that thing shoots off the line like mad. We couldn't get going. I mean, we didn't have a great start because we were messing around a little bit, trying to figure out some things. But, yeah, the Beetle, I love the Beetle already. Right, I got very distracted by random AI car. 5th place, not great. Well, let's go see what the high-speed ring is. I might not have enough power for the high-speed ring. But we're going to give it a try. We're going to give it a try. I mean, the difficulty is much less on this. I don't quite know how it measures the difficulty of these races compared to, like, the normal races. No clue. Are we going to have I hope we don't have the Mercedes. The insane Beetle is one thing, but that Merc was an absolute monster down these straights, so... Oh no, we've just got GTRs and a Porsche. And we have got the Merc. The Merc's back. Oh, crap. And another GT... What, 2 GT3s? 2 different generations GT3s. I'm going to get slaughtered down the straights. The only hope is they might have had to be... I don't know whether the AI will put restrictors on the car. And that's going to be a basically stock Nismo. I think it might even be a restricted Nismo. I think you might have to do that to get it down to 550. I don't know, we're going to get... Oh, well, the Porsche ran into a BMW, so that's fine. Okay. We're not great off the line. To be fair, I knew that last... Whoa, there's a car to the inside. Didn't realise the BMW was coming back. I was busy looking forward. I'm going to just take a retry on that. Yeah, I didn't realise... So the last time I looked back, we were well clear of everything, so I just wasn't really paying much attention. And, yeah, BMW had found some pace all of a sudden, because we were starting to catch the cars ahead, so I was just busy looking forward, and, yeah, something... Or maybe it was a skylight. Something snuck up the inside anyway, regardless. Oh, God. Oh, wants to try and spin us to the outside there. Okay, we're fine. We've made it through there. So, yeah, excuse me, I am down on the bottom there, Porsche driver. We've got a great run off of all of this. Where the hell do I break down here? I'm kind of hoping later than some of these cars, which we do make work at least. That's good. Okay, we're past the Merc. Is it the same Mercedes as last time, though? Yep. There comes the Mercedes Speed. Now, this next section I should be okay in theory, at least. We'll try and... Oh, God. We'll try and sort it out through here. We can sneak our way past the Focus. That puts us up into 5th. The Nissan is just going to be a brute down the straight. I'm not sure there's much I can do about it. My hope is the AI are going to freak out a little bit with some of these long, fast corners. They don't always like them so much. We have got good grip. We're going to run... Oh, yeah, that's the line, but the back end just got away from me. I ended up just chasing the car up the hill. It's not really what you want to be doing. Still, I mean, we smacked the wall and we got past the GTR. It won't last, I don't think. The GTR is going to come fighting back down this straight. The Supra's found another gear and is off. What are the AI like in turn 1? I kind of actually want to get to the bottom here because I don't trust the AI. Don't trust my car. Oh no, back end is still stuck. We are flat through turn 1 and we pass a Supra to take a spot on the podium. If we can frantically get the car stopped there, I was panicking because I really don't want to have to... I don't want to have to do another restart. I don't want to go smack the wall, really, if I can help it. We're up to 3rd. I mean, the car is... We're definitely a lot more competitive here. I say the car is better here. I don't know whether that's the case, or whether the AI are easier, they think the AI are easier, or their cars are not as competitive as that Tsukuba one. Come on, Nissan. Here we go. Okay, we're building a little bit of a gap. So, I mean, the places we're quick are not down here. I can't match the MR2 or the Porsche. Where we're quick is actually this corner here. If I don't chase it all the way up the hill... in fact, that's not... Oh. Yeah, maybe I want to go turn in a little bit later. Run right up... I'm not very good at running high. If anyone's ever seen me do oval racing, I haven't done it for a while, but I have done videos on oval racing. I run the bottom. I always run the bottom of ovals. I struggle making speed high up on the bank. And I'm not saying that you definitely can make speed up there. I'm just not very good at finding it. In fact, we've kind of ran the middle, and again, almost lost the back end all the way through there. That's sketchy as anything. Can we dive bomb? Oh! We can't really do the line that I was going for, because last time around I kind of ran I should have gone higher and tried to use the banking to help shrug off some of the speed and get the car turned. We have basically punted the MR2 past the GT3, which I mean is cool. If I can't win, I would kind of rather the MR2 beat the Porsche just because it's fun. It's about like I like that GT3 a lot as far as a car goes, but it's fun to have the underdog winning from time to time. I'm not quite going to be able to do this, I don't think, even with a mega run, because yeah, we were just not quite in the right place. We're going to try. Oh God, please stick. No, it's not stuck. If the car would bloody stick. Oh no, nope. I mean, that is still with quite heavy, quite aggressive traction control. Back end just won't stick on the circuit. That is really annoying. That is really annoying that it doesn't have the rear end grip to do that. I mean, if I could up the downforce, I feel like it should, surely, it should stick to the road well enough. And we got a podium at least out of all of that, which is something. It's not really enough, but it's something there. Well, let's just, I'm curious. Car settings. We can go into detail here. Because I added the... I'm sure I could do something with that. I added the wing, downforce. Can I up the rear? Okay, I can up the rear by quite a lot. If we just say, like, 170... Okay, so that does actually reduce that. I mean, we might as well give it an extra few more horsepower. Oh, okay, that actually... Yeah, you could kind of get away with running whatever downforce level you want, because you could keep sticking more and more power in the car. So you could run really high downforce, crank a load of power in the car, so the performance rating is still there. That would be a clever, sneaky way of doing things. Okay, let's just... I'm just curious. If it doesn't look like we're going to be winning this at all, I might not finish the race. Although 3 laps is a short enough race. That's... I mean, the detail when it comes to the tuning is really cool. That is really, really cool. Let's see if I can now hold... I mean, the car has... Certainly it's got the front end grip to hold it flat through these banked corners. It's just... You just chase the rear of the car. Now, admittedly, again, if I was on a wheel, I feel like it might be a little easier. I struggle sometimes on a controller when it comes to these fine adjustments. That's a million times better off there. It's so more planted. So more planted, so much more planted. Sure, we'll go with that. There's a sentence in there somewhere. Oh, we're going to push our way past a Mercedes. That is so much nicer to drive. We're going to be a little slower down the straights, but the back is actually stuck on the road now. Okay, well, we're learning. I'm learning about the extreme lengths you can get with the old setup and so on. Yeah, because I could crank a bit more power in this. That is just night and day difference. And I think that's not even... That's added 70 whatever the downforce is measured in. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to say a random unit. It's added 70 downforces. There we go. And it can add up to 200 on the rear wing. So this is the difference. Now, I said that. It has made a lot of difference through this opening section. This is the real test. Can I run up by the wall? Yeah. Bloody hell. That's amazing. That is absolutely incredible. We're swept around the outside of everything. Yeah, okay, now it's just a completely different animal, this car. We're actually chasing down the GT3 down the straight. We're going to go to the inside at turn 1. I've got the grip to do this. Is the Porsche going to leave us some space? It does, but actually it bails out of the corner when it sees us there. Okay, I should have maybe not gone quite so tight into that one, but it's fine. Well, there you go. The more you know. Oh, in fact, actually, you can run high around this corner as well. That's the first time the back end's contemplated letting go. Yeah, you could definitely run a high line there. I mean, the track markers are suggesting you run a high line through that one. The AIs don't, but yeah, there's definitely some speed to be found out there. Oh, don't. I mean, it's still a rear-wheel drive car. It can still get excited a little bit through some of these corners. It's not the wheel spin though that's the problem. I mean, it's Tsukuba turn the traction control all the way down. It isn't the sort of traction of the corner that was the issue. It was the balance. It was that the back end was just trying to let go through these long sweeping corners. I've got to be braver. Oh, there we go. It's just let go there because I chucked it in as hard as I could almost through there, but the AI just cannot live with that. And we're off, and yeah, we've now got 2-second gap back to the GT3. Oh, and all the 2s in terms of the lap time. Wonderful stuff. Now I've just got to not spin the car for the remainder of this. Do we run a little higher? I guess if we run a... no, it tightens up through here. That should be fine, though, as far as a line goes. I had a little lift because I thought we were drifting a bit too much towards the wall. Yeah, we're now pulled the gap out to 2.5 seconds. God, I carried so much speed through there. My braking point was a little bit different for that one. I've still not got that corner sorted yet. See, I know some of the tracks on this game, of course. things like Catalonia, for example. I've driven so many times, I just know the basic layout of the circuit. The Gran Turismo circuits, because, I mean, I liked Gran Turismo Sport. A few of the, was it Dragon Trail circuits, I think, is that called? There's a couple of those sort of fictional circuits I know quite well, but tracks like this, well, I know this is an old school Gran Turismo circuit. I don't actually know it very well, so I'm still kind of learning some of the tracks. But that's how it goes with a new game. We've completely left that Porsche for dead. We're gonna go up. Okay, didn't quite get it right through there. Thankfully, we've got a big enough gap that I'll get away with brushing the wall. In fact, we'll extend it a little bit even somehow from that. Well, the initially didn't go so well. Tsukuba was a little bit of a bust. Could have been worse. Like, it wasn't the worst showing ever. But got there, got a little bit better. I figured out a whole bunch of stuff, or more about the tuning than I realised, or that I thought about. Yeah, that downforce transformed the car, and I could probably get it so it doesn't actually lose too much speed, almost. I say like I'm surprised. I know how important downforce is in cars, but yeah, such a dramatic change is always interesting. Well, there we go. There we go. I have built a car for the 550 the 550 events. Might need to rethink my planning for that Tsukuba one. However, at High Speed Ring, that worked surprisingly well. And I mean, if anything, this has more been kind of as expected, being the showcase of how very good the car setup, the options you get for it are. They're pretty damn crazy in this, I have to say, and I very, very much like that. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.